Your mind is the limit to what you can achieve, but it's going to start with you believing in yourself and putting in the work that required to do well.
We are here with the one and only Veronica Campbell Brown. Welcome, Veronica.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you. Nice for having me.
So, what have you been up to? How has life been after track and field?
It's been busy, and but it's been fun. I've had a certain schedule for so many years, and now everything changed. I have to readjust my schedule, but it is great to be pursuing new interests. And so I had a really good career, and so I can look back on all that I've accomplished and feel good that I got the job done and happily move on to the next chapter of my life and feeling good about all the things that I've accomplished. Having been to the last 5 Olympic Games, this is my first time in a very, very long time to really sit back and watch the Olympics from home. And the experience was so much different and it was very exciting. I was very pleased with the way our athletes performed in Tokyo. And so I would go to bed late. That throughout the Olympic, I went to bed late because I didn't want to miss anything. I don't like to watch the replay. I wanted to watch things live. So I went to bed late, got up early to watch, but it was worth it. It was just so much fun to really enjoy the game.
Did you have a little bit of FOMO, a little bit of feelings of missing out because you weren't there this time?
Not really, because after I got hurt, after I got injured right before the trials, I realized that that was it. And so I walked away feeling good about everything, knowing that I tried my best. And I was hoping to make it to my sixth Olympic game, but it wasn't meant to be. And so I was excited to just support from afar and just to enjoy the game and just the games and watch all the great performances. And it was very surprising the way the athletes rise to the occasion with the pandemic and not having spectators in the stadium. And you couldn't even tell because the performances were still really great, a lot of records. And so, as I said, it was just so much fun to really enjoy the games.
Any comment on SHA'CARRI Richardson?
SHA'CARRI, this seems to be such a popular question. SHA'CARRI she's young, she's talented, and I really think that she has a bright future ahead of her. And I wish her all the best. And I'm looking forward to see how she will handle the pressure and how she will compete and just how she will evolve in the sport. But I see a lot of potential in her. She's gifted. And as long as she can just stay on the right path, she will do very well in this sport.
You mentioned you have a lot of new interests. Tell me, what are those new interests?
Being a mom, it's quite interesting. It's challenging, but it's fun. I'm learning new things every day, and just caring for and watching Aviana grow is so much joy. And then one of the new interests is that I'm pursuing right now is in the fashion industry. I have an activewear line called VCB Fit. Actually, I'm wearing one of our tops right now. This is coming out in the upcoming collection, one of the sizes on the upcoming collection. And I really enjoy doing it. I've always liked style and I like fashion. And as an athlete, I feel like by putting what I know from being an athlete all these years and couple it with fashion that I really like, and to bring women some really nice pieces that are functional, that are comfortable, and just to inspire them to maintain an active lifestyle, because we all know how important it is for us to stay healthy and work out and take care of ourselves. And with life so busy, it's very hard for people to really be consistent with working out. So VCB Fit is not about just providing athletic wear, active wear for women to work with, but also to encourage them, give them tips and pointers on how to really stay fit and be consistent in terms of maintaining physical fitness and boost good emotions, help with stress and all that thing.
So how did you come up with the idea for VCB Fit? Was it something just spur of the moment, or you've had it in the works for a long time?
I've been thinking about it for many years, and but when I had a contract, I could not really pursue because it was in the same industry.
Right.
And so after not having a contract for so many years, I thought it was a good time for me to really start the project. And by the time I retire, the project would be in the works, and then I will have something to really move on to. Because you already know it's kind of hard when you have been doing something for so long and then to walk away from it. If you don't have anything to fill that void, you can become depressed and anxious. And so I planned in advance, and I knew that after I step away from the sport, I want to continue being busy and have something to occupy my time. And so VCB Fit was one of those things that that I knew that would be something that I would passionate about, and I would be able to really give back in that way and just to pursue a passion of mine. And so that was the one of the reasons behind starting VCB Fit.
Okay. The logo. How did you come up with that logo?
This logo, it definitely has something to do with track. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you look at one of my races, it is basically the way I finish. So it's actually my legs. The two part at the side is actually my legs in the way I'm finishing the race. So it was that is so I gave my logo designer some photos, athletic photos, and a little sketch, and then he developed it with the idea of making it. It's basically it's in motion, staying active, and just so it's about keep moving, staying in motion, because it's towards the end of finishing one of my races I got the concept from. VCB Fit products are currently only available on our website at vcbfit.com. So it's VCB Fit for Instagram, VCB Fit for Facebook, and VCB_Fit for Twitter.
Where do you see VCB Fit going in the future?
VCB Fit is in a very competitive industry, and I'm competing with some of the ones who already have it all figured out. And so it's a learning curve as we go. But I would really like that VCB Fit will eventually sponsor athletes. Eventually Fit can give back to the sport in that way. And right now, every 10% of every sale of VCB Fit is going towards the Veronica Campbell Foundation. As an athlete, I used to contribute a portion of my earnings, but now that I'm not competing, I'm not really making those type of money anymore. I really don't have enough to give back. So this is another way that I will continue helping the girls in the foundation through VCB Fit. But I really like that VCB Fit can have not only an impact in the educational arena through the girls in the foundation, but it will be able to give back to athletes in terms of gears, sponsoring them with gears, and also monetary sponsorship to help them advance their career in the future. So that's what I'm looking at for VCB Fit, and hoping that is part of the plan that God has for VCB Fit. But we'll see. We'll continue to work hard, continue to create great products, and just continue to build and grow and see where things will take us. She's very energetic. It seems like she just doesn't get tired. It's hard for her to take her naps. But the good thing is that when it's time for bed, she goes to bed and she sleeps throughout the night. But she have Omar and I on the go all day, and so I have to put her in daycare most days in order for me to get things done, because along with her being energetic, she loves books. And so if you're in the office doing something, she's bringing books for you to read, and how can you say no? You have to pause what you're doing and read to her. And so it has been fun. So she have her personality is very nice. Like, I'll give you an example. Like a few nights ago, Omar wanted to go in her crib. She's going to bed, and Omar wanted to join her in the crib for a little bit. And she was like, "No, Dad, no, get out the crib." So she's getting her sentences together. So now and then she'll surprise you with something. And so it's just so fun to watch her grow and just to see her personality come to light. And so it's fun. It's, as I said, it's a very hard job, but it worth every minute of my time to be the best mom I can for her, and just to guide her and just to give her all the things she needs to become the woman God has created her to be.
Please tell us your self-care routine.
It's absolutely important for us to take care of ourselves. Life is so demanding and we are always on the go. And sometimes we don't realize that we need to pause and take care of us. And for me, I make sure that I get my workout in. Like I work out this morning by 7:40, I was finished with my workout because I dropped Aviana to daycare early this morning. And so from dropping her off, I went straight to the truck and I got my workout in. So one of the ways I take care of myself is making sure that almost every day, if not every day, I'm working out, whether I am in the weight room or I'm doing a workout on the track, or I'm going for a 20 minutes jog, or I'm going biking, or I'm playing tennis with Omar. And then the other thing I do is make sure I drink a lot of water. First thing in the morning, I drink a glass of water. And I also read a lot of inspirational material. I listen to my Bible, read my Bible, listen to sermon, and stuff like that. And I think that there's just so much negativity going on, so much stress in the world. And so in order for us to really stay sane, we have to make sure that we are not just following the news and being overwhelmed by all the negative, but we have to counter that by making sure we are reading self-help book and we are reading our Bible and do stuff that gonna help you to feel confidence, positive, so that you can deal with all the things that is happening around us.
Give me one thing that we don't know about Veronica Campbell Brown.
I'm a bit of an introvert. I have a very hard time sharing certain type of information. And I think I'm a little bit shy. It has been like that forever. And I think it's part of always being so focused on track and field. I just put on my blinkers and I just keep going to work and get the job done. And I don't know if that is part of why I think I'm a little reserved, but I think being a mom, there's certain things you have to put aside. And so I think I'm stepping out of my shell a little more, just because of a lot of the activities that come with being a mom and the things that I have to do and make sure that, So I think people, maybe people know that, maybe people don't, but I think I'm a little bit of an introvert and can be shy at times. And yeah.
You recently received a Lifetime Achievement Award from People Profile Awards for your contribution in track and field. How did that feel to get that honor?
It felt really good. It's always a great feeling to be recognized. I've achieved so much in the sport, and it's the result of hard work and me realizing that I was gifted and embraced it. It was not an easy journey, but I worked through the ups and downs, and being recognized by People Profile for a lifetime achievement at this age, it just shows that anything is possible, because my humble beginning did not really show me that a lot of the things that I've achieved so far would have been possible. And so it's about embracing where you are and just work hard, and then you never know what can happen. So I'm very grateful and I'm very honored and humbled by the Lifetime Achievement Award from the People Profile.
What advice would you have for young women?
Stay humble. That's the first thing. I really believe that as an athlete, God has given you the talent to do great things. And the first thing is to be humble and give glory to God for his blessings. Work hard. Surround yourself with very good people that really appreciate you for who you are and just don't see you as a person that can give them something, but a person that they want to help become the best version of his or herself. And be confident in your ability to do well. And just train hard and stay focused on the task. Be a student of your sport. Study your competitors. Study the sport. Understand, so that you can understand what your coach is talking about, so that you can be able to implement it. And as long as you can do those things, and the sky's the limit to what? Well, your mind, I like to say, your mind is the limit to what you can achieve. But it's going to start with you believing in yourself and putting in the work that required to do well.